Hello and welcome to another episode of Music and Words Unite. I am your co-host Troy, and with me I have my friend and co-host Mark. How you doing, Mark?
Hey, hi.
All right. And today we are going to be doing a different type of episode. This episode is about bands we love, but songs that stink. All right. So that's what we're looking for. So the rules are we have to love the band, and I mean like really love this band, and then pick a song which we think is really just not good. In fact, it might actually stink. So that's what we're going to get to today. So
These
Mark,
songs stink.
without further ado, Mark, I'm going to let you start it off. All right. And I see something up here on the screen. You want to start off with this one?
Yeah, we can start off with that one.
All right.
Let me pull my page up here.
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna go with my first choice here is Seamus by Pink Floyd.
Yes.
So while Metal is an excellent album, it's not quite, in the same league as Dark Side of the Moon or Wish You Were Here or Animals, etc. But it is an excellent album nonetheless, and almost every song on this album is great, and it has echoes on it, which is, say what you will, maybe the best Pink Floyd epic that they ever made,
Yeah.
barring, Shine On You Crazy Diamond. Honestly, the only thing that's really bringing this album down is a little song called Seamus. Uh, this is a song about, um, I believe it's about David Gilmour's dog, Seamus.
Mm-hmm.
This song stinks. This song is an absolute skip every time I listen to this album. No, bar none. Never not skip it. Always skip. It's almost like a ritual at this point. It's like, up, Seamus, skip.
Okay. That's a song,
It's
Mark, I've never actually heard. So,
it's
yeah.
like a country western bluesy song. It's got clips of like dogs barking in it. Now, okay, people are gonna say, but Mark, the song "Dogs" has dogs barking in it. Okay, that song's 17 minutes long, and it's only
Right.
part of the song. This has dogs barking the whole song, and it's not Pink Floyd. It's not spacey. It's not even progressive. It's just a stupid novelty country song that David Gilmour wrote, and I hate it, and I think it sucks, and it ruins this. It makes this album not a perfect album because of it. So
All right,
that's what I
Mark.
think about Seamus.
That's how you really feel, I see. All right, I'll go next. I only brought two to the table, but I actually have three. But it's really two and three are basically the same from the same album, so it's a little bit cheating. But my first one, as you know, Mark, and as some of the fans know of this channel, if we have any fans, we have people who watch the channel. I don't know, but as they know, my all-time favorite band is a little band called Dream Theater, right? And I've struggled with this one, Marcus. I'm like, okay, can I pick a song that stinks from Dream Theater? And because when something is your favorite band, like when you're really your favorite, you tend to like almost everything. You kind of just, I don't know, something about it you just resonate with, right? And I could only find one song which when it comes on, either I skip it or I just don't pay attention. Out of the whole discography, and some people might say maybe it's You Not Me. Actually, no, I don't think that song is great by any means, but I don't think it's all that bad of a song. It's okay. But this song, Mark, I think is the only song that I can find for me in the Dream Theater discography, which I would go out of my way to probably just skip or not really pay attention to. And that is the song Room 137 on the album Distance Over Time. An album I like. I think it's a good album. I think it has some really good songs on it. But this one is not good, Mark. It's a really not good song. That pains my heart as someone that's my all-time favorite band. But you know what? If I could pick one, this would be it for that. All right.
It happens, man. You can't with a band that's been around as long as Dream Theater and all the other bands that we're talking about in here. You
Mm-hmm.
got to make a stinker.
Yeah.
Everything can't be perfect.
Yeah, we're all human beings. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah,
But and by the way, it's just our opinion. I mean, I'm sure there are people. There's
yeah,
people in the comments of this video on YouTube that like this song. So it's not just I'm not saying
yeah. Somebody out there, I'm
everyone thinks it
sure.
stinks. Yeah,
Somebody I'm
yeah,
sure out there loves Seamus. They're like, oh, it's a fun little novelty song.
right, right.
They're
All right,
they're
Mark.
wrong though.
All right, Mark. I'm seeing something here in the tabs, and it might be a little Rush song. You want to talk about this
Oh, we're
one?
going with
Yeah.
Rush first? Sure.
Yeah, sure. Why don't you cover Rush?
Okay. So this is on. I love Rush. They're one of my favorite bands of all time. I
Mm-hmm.
generally like most of their albums. This album as a whole is I would say it's pretty underrated. I think there's a lot of cool songs on here. Like
Mm-hmm.
you got Force 10, obviously Time Stands Still, Second Nature, Mission's a cool song. Prime Mover's good. It's a good rocking album, and I think it gets a lot of unnecessary hate over the years because it came out in 1987. It's at the end of their 80s run, which people are finally coming around to and realizing that it was actually good and not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the only problem with this album is you get to the side two track, number 4, called Tai Shan,
Mm-hmm.
and man, does this song stink. Um, it's a shame because it was their you know shot at, like, they were trying to make like a cool, like, or like, I'm not gonna say Oriental, that doesn't even make any sense. Like an East Asian Chinese type sounding song, because I think they actually went to like the wilderness of China and they got like inspired.
Oh, wow.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, because I mean they were world touring at this point too, and I don't know, they were like kind of world tours, like Neil Peart went it like all over the place. Um, but they made this, and this is just terrible. It's like it's cornier than like mostly anything Rush I've ever heard in my life. Um,
Mm.
it's not cornier than the rap part and Roll the Bones, but it's very very close. Um,
You know what's funny
and
about the Roll the Bones rap part? I look forward to it when I hear it. I actually do. I do. I
yeah,
kind of like it. I don't know
it's become a
why.
novelty at this point.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I really hate that I hate this song because it's kind of fun in a way. It was them trying to branch out and do something different, but in the end, it just didn't work. Um, but this song stinks, unfortunately. But the rest of the album's pretty solid, I think.
All right. All right. I'm going to go next, Mark. There's a band that when I was younger, especially what 13, 14, 15 years old, those years, I used to be pretty obsessed with. And it was Metallica.
Never heard of them.
And yeah, now they're super popular, obviously, but back then they were popular, of course. Back then it was mid '90s, right? But I pretty much learned all the riffs from Kill 'Em All and Master Puppets and all that stuff on guitar, and I was so into that band, and I loved Kirk Hammett and all that kind of stuff. And then Load came out, right? And believe it or not, Mark, I actually liked Load. I think you know that. I think I've told you that there's a lot of songs on Load I really like, right? But then Reload came out. And there are some real stinkers on that album, Mark. And
Mm.
one of them is called Slither. This song is not a good song. There's a few. There's like Low Man's Lyric. I don't think that song is very good. It's not the worst song I ever heard in my life, but it kind of stinks. But this song, Slither, it stinks. Bad Seed stinks. There's a handful of them on this record. Now, there's some pretty strong songs, mid 90s Metallica that are pretty good. Like Fuel was a good one, I would say. Devil's Dance is all right. Memory Remains, I like that song. There's some cool songs on the record,
Memory remains.
but overall though, yeah, the Slither, it stinks. The song is not good. So yeah, and I'm not even counting Saint Anger because that is just the whole thing is a debacle. I'm saying a band that I loved and still to this day like, a lot of their music, and an album that I don't think is all bad like Saint Anger. What has good songs, but on that record, man, there are some stinkers, and Slither is definitely one of them. So,
Mhm.
all right, Mark, I see
Couldn't
something
couldn't
else
couldn't
here.
agree more with you.
I
So
see one.
we're
Yeah.
going from one big thrash band to another here.
Yes. Yes.
Man, you know, I had to pick Megadeth because I love Megadeth. Their first like 5 albums or 6 albums are incredible. It was almost too easy though for me because once you get past Euthanasia, you got like Risk, you got this album which is The World Needs a Hero, and then whatever the hell else came out after this. This is just this whole album sucks. I could have picked any song on this album, honestly.
Right. Right.
but I chose this song because the title's funny, the lyrical
Yeah.
content's funny, the music is funny, and the music video is funny, and not in a good way. This song sucks. It
Okay.
the song's literally the song's literally about like spending too much time in traffic and becoming like pissed off. And it's called Motorcycle.
Oh
And
my
this
God.
and this is around the time Dave Mustaine became like born again Christian, which is like fine, I don't care
Hmm.
about that. But
Right.
like just like it's so corny, dude. Like what is this? Like this
I
is the
don't
same
know.
guy that made Holy Wars the Punishment too. Like it's just like I remember seeing this current when it was current on like MTV, like the music video. And even as
Yeah.
like a 14-year-old, I was like, this is so dumb. Like
Yeah.
so I mean,
Yeah.
I still love Megadeth, and like over the years I've like this album's like a novelty for me, but it's just like this song sucks, dude.
Yeah. It's not good.
It's bad,
It's not
unfortunately.
it's not good. All right, Mark. Do you have any more or was that it that you had ready? I think that
No,
was it, right?
I just did three, yeah.
Oh, okay. So
So I think we should make this kind of like a series, maybe do a couple
okay.
more every so often.
Oh yeah. Well, as we think of them, I'm sure more will come up. This is the first time we had to think of them. So,
Hmm.
what about you? How about bands that you love that you're like, you know what, this song it stinks or it even sucks, and I'll admit that, right? If it's a band you love, you're like, this is one I skip all the time, folks. I'm not going to deal with it. Let us know in the comments, and better yet, in addition, let us know in our free community Discord. We have a free community Discord with music lovers like yourself, potentially. They come in there, they talk about music, they share music, different genres, decades, everything. It's all free. The link for that will be in the pinned comment on this very video. But we would love to hear from you in the comments. What do you think about our choices? What are your choices? Let us know in the comments. If you like this video, give us a like. And also, we do a lot of variety content, album reviews, content like this, random discussions about music, as well as sometimes reaction videos. So if you like the idea of variety content, give us a subscribe. It would really help out. All right. Well, Mark, till next time.
Peace, y'all.
See you later.